Yeah, where are all my people in the madhouse? I'll be a guide, climb aboard and sit your ass down. Don't worry, there's no need to fear when you hear. You know we're right here. We got the crew and we're ready for a game time. You're not ready to step inside a deranged mind. Yeah, this is what you came here for. We got machinima news and fuck yous. It's the goddamn ward.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Wardcast. Every Monday we bring you the latest in video game news, talk about survival horror, machinima, and what's going on at the Ward. I'm one of your hosts, Shaun Clark, alongside Jazz Rich.
Hey, yeah.
Alec Funnell.
Yeah!
And Cody Howard.
Somebody's poisoned the water hole.
Oh no.
It was me.
It was your ass.
Yeah,
Farted in it.
shit happens.
Gross. Shit happens in the water hole. Before the usual pre-podcast rant, I do want to say sorry for the delay of last episode. That didn't post until the weekend because my PC crashed and I lost my render. And each render takes about 2.5 hours for reference. So yeah, it's like fucking a lot of time I lost on that. But yeah, I lost a bunch of other stuff like my show notes for this week. So that caused more delays, and it's just I had to redo a bunch of stuff, and it's been a rough week. So sorry about that. But it made it up. It came up in the week it was supposed to go. So we've still maintained that at least. There's been delays, but we still haven't missed a week. So, there. And now the rant about YouTube in the place where it belongs, right? But yeah, YouTube strikes again. Apparently, Google broke the law by targeting ads at kids under the age of 13 without parental consent. This led to a fine of $170 million issued by COPPA, the Children's Online Privacy Act.
Online Privacy Protection Act.
What did I say? The Children's Online Privacy Act.
Yeah, there's
Right?
two P's.
There's two P's. Oh, yeah. Wow, I must have missed that. But in addition to the fine, YouTube must now pass on further liability onto the individual creators. So basically, this just means you as a creator have to specify whether your videos are intended for children or not. The FTC will basically track and audit videos as needed to verify compliance. So if you're creating videos unfit for children, but you're presenting them in a way that seems innocent and targeting children, you may be slapped with a fine of up to $42,000. So to be clear, if you make a video that is blatantly about like drugs and murder, and for some reason your audience is 90% children, you're fine. Like, you didn't do anything to appeal to the children. They found their way to your videos, and it is what it is. So like, as long as you're not misleading the children and trying to target children to watch your video and then presenting bad content to them, like, you're fine. However, if you take that same video and you start it with like bright colors and Muppets that are saying like, hey kids, let's go on an adventure for toys and candy, and then you proceed to go into a show that's like murdering hookers, you may be fucked. Those are the kinds of, and again, you're gonna have to get attention for it to even matter. So like, you'd have to get, hundreds of thousands of views probably to even become a blip on their radar. But if you do show up and you're investigated and you're doing misleading tactics like that, then you're probably going to be in trouble. So the real problem here is that for like actual legit creators who make content that's aimed at children, because if you do, you have to mark your videos as directed at kids, which means that data collection will be blocked for all viewers, resulting in lower ad revenue, and those videos will lose a lot of the platform's features, such as like comments. Like, nobody can comment on your videos. You can't do like end screens or title cards or anything on your videos. They basically brutally censor your video and try to minimize how many people actually see it, and almost eliminate all sources of ad revenue, basically, because they don't want that targeted at children. So YouTube is essentially saying no to kids content, which is an interesting choice considering we're all still dealing with the effects of being demonetized for swearing, violence, and pretty much any adult-themed content. So who the fuck is YouTube aimed at this point? It's not kids. It's not adults. So who's it for? I don't
Goats.
understand. Goats?
YouTube is aimed at goats.
Oh. What about goat children?
No. You have to disclaim it first.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. You have to tell them it's aimed at the goat children.
Yeah. People are making a bigger deal out of this than I think they should be, because like it does kind of sound scary, but if you look into the facts, like if you're a normal creator and making regular content that has nothing to do with kids or is aimed at kids, like nothing's really going to change. But if you do make kids content, you're basically fucked. Like there's no point on making content for YouTube anymore. You might as well just leave because you can't really monetize it. And if you do things wrong, like, you know, you're more liable than you ever were before to get in trouble for presenting inappropriate content to children.
Go work at Nickelodeon.
Basically, yeah. It's just dumb. You know, they keep making it harder and harder for people to make content on YouTube, and it's getting to the point where, like, why bother? Can't make kids content.
End up happening, right?
What?
They're gonna start like charging like paid accounts to post content on YouTube. They're gonna be like, you need a subscription.
Like YouTube Red? It's already there.
But it's gonna be like, well, it'll be like PlayStation did it. They had like, oh, you can play with your friends, but if you get PS Plus, you have extra bonus stuff. And now they're like, no, you have to have PS Plus to do anything.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting YouTube to start doing that. They're like, you know what? You guys want to keep posting? Fine, we'll make money out of it. Eh.
Well, I don't think they could charge people to post content. I think they would have to pay content creators to make content to stay, because there's no benefit to paying YouTube to be able to make videos. Like if you turn monetization off, you can post whatever you want. You just can't make money off of
music.
it. Well, yeah, except for well, no, you can do music too. You just get flagged and you get ads on your video, but you don't make the revenue. The company makes, you know, the label that has that artist will make the money from the ads. You won't make money, but you can do it.
Oh,
you can put whatever the fuck you want on there.
It doesn't let my video play in other countries.
Yeah, there's that. But you can listen to your video, and people in your country can listen to your video.
I can listen to my video on my computer.
Yeah.
YouTube.
It's just turning into something different, I guess, which is sad because it had potential, and it's very quickly breaking down to just being a piece of garbage.
Do you remember the days where Leon could rock out to Aqua without being told not to rock out to Aqua?
Without censorship?
He could tell the kids to fuck off, and now he can't.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
So,
and if he tells,
are you guys for kids, or just out of interest?
Nah, kids are stupid.
They can fuck off.
Yeah.
We don't
Get
like kids here
land.
at the ward. You know.
Yeah, it's the ward,
Somebody
not the
think of the
fucking
children.
daycare. We try not to.
Wow. It's safer that way. Jess,
Yeah.
how was your week?
I'm trying to remember. It wasn't.
Did you black
so
out?
bad. I played hockey this morning and I got a little bit of a concussion. I got a little hit in the head, so I'm a little bit good whatever right now. But it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. It was pretty good, I guess, overall. I'm still sick. I'm trying to not cough on the podcast, but the pneumonia is most likely back. So if you hear me coughing, I apologize. Yeah. Because I refuse to go to the doctor. And
it's free. Go.
It's free, but then the meds cost money.
Wow.
And I was like,
do you want to get better?
No, I want to put gas in my car and get to work.
Nah, fuck that.
Fuck work. I played some games last week. I talked about this game that I had purchased and I hadn't tried yet. Well, I tried it and I've been on it all week, so that's been fun. It's called Outward.
Outward.
And it's Outward.
Yeah.
And it's pretty fun. I like it. Don't get it though, because it's not on sale anymore.
Wow.
So, yeah.
I like it. Don't buy it though.
No, it's wait till it comes back on sale. I've also been, so I went on my computer to try to work on stuff, but I ended up just going on Steam, and Steam's outlook changed a little bit. Like they show you the games that you've uninstalled. They show you like everything you've purchased and other games that I don't even remember purchasing. So I found this game on my list called Jesus Christ RPG.
Amazing.
It was amazing. It's split into 3 categories. I don't remember what they are. There's like Baby Jesus RPG, just regular Jesus RPG, and I don't know what the other one is.
Super Jesus RPG.
Yes,
Super Turbo.
Jesus Turtle Fuck
Oh,
RPG. And it's like playing the old Pokemon games, except you're Mary and you're pregnant and you have to battle thieves in the desert, but you're like taller than the trees, and if you go in the tall trees, shit comes out at you.
that's sending the wrong message. You shouldn't do battle when you're pregnant.
You can actually choose to refrain or restrain or whatever from battle, and it's just basically like Mary being like, I'm better than you. Like I choose not to fight, and then I turn around and beat the crap out of them. And then you send them to hell. It's really cool. I made a video, a little let's play. It's nothing fancy, but the bad guys look like Voldemort.
Jesus Christ RPG, where you send people to hell.
Send heathens back to hell and try to find a place to stay.
Where you can apparently get a battle saw?
Battle saw. You can you give Joseph a battle saw and
send
use
people
it
to hell
fight.
with your battle saw in
Yeah.
Jesus Christ RPG.
And the wise kings. You play as the wise kings, and they have hammers. They're like, we have myrrh and gold and something else, and also hammers and battle axes. Great. It's the Bible I remember
amazing.
growing up. Yeah. But Outward is better. So get Outward before getting Jesus Christ RPG.
I don't know. I'm
No.
kind of sold on the Jesus Christ RPG.
Right? I gave you a full description of Jesus Christ RPG, and all I got from Outward was like, it's not on sale, don't get it.
Yeah.
But no, it's actually pretty fun. I don't know how to describe Outward. That's my problem. It's kind of like it's an open world like RPG. Not really RPG. It's just another one of those Conan games, Conan Exiles. Forest, those games that it's the perfect game for you, Shaun, because it's a game like that where you can play with us and have fun, but when you die you don't lose your shit. So
Good.
yeah, your backpack just sometimes it gets dropped a little bit further, but like it shows up on your compass, so you
Does
can
it?
always find your
Does it?
No, it actually does.
Are you sure?
Like it's a backpack that you actually it's not just like your stuff, like you die and you turn into a pile of crap. It's literally a backpack that you can put down for battle and pick up and attach your lantern to, so you don't have to hold it.
There's another
you can
game
get
where
the
you're supposed to
prizes.
drop a backpack that I played once.
Listen, but this one's different. Like I could put my backpack down, walk like 20,000 kilometers away, die, and like, well, you don't actually die. You just like kind of pass out, and then you either wake up in jail or somebody somehow saved you and brought you back to town, and then your backpack is just randomly next to you because they're like, oh, I grabbed your shit too. Like it was like super far away, and they're like, no, I went and got it. You're good.
I stole a bunch of shit from it too, but you know.
Yeah, your money weighs more than your shirt, by the way. But yeah, it's a fun game, and that was probably my week. That and watching Bewitched, but I don't have to talk about that because it's an old show. Everybody knows what Bewitched is.
I doubt
And
that's
been
true.
It's an old show. That's all you got to know.
There you go. That's fair.
It doesn't have Will Ferrell.
Wow. Oh God, no.
Oh God, I forgot that existed.
Good.
I did
You're
too until he
supposed
showed up in
to.
the office. It made me sad again. But yeah, I don't know who you want next.
Are you going to go Black Friday shopping?
I think our Black Friday is not fun here. There's not really anything.
We can do it online.
Yeah, but you need a credit card for that.
Oh.
I did
Canada, they don't allow Black Friday because Black Friday sounds racist. No.
Yeah, we call it African American Friday. No, if anything, like if I had the means to do so, I would have just like went over the border to do Black Friday shopping, because like something that's like $500 as a sale here is like $250 over there. So, but yeah, I'm not doing that.
Take a canoe.
I still don't have a passport.
Well, they're not going to ID you on the canoe.
This isn't Detroit Become Human. You can't
Oh.
just take a canoe to fucking Canada.
Damn it. That game lied to me?
Yeah.
Wow.
I hate to break it to you, but a lot of games lied to you.
No.
Did you know Raccoon City wasn't a real city?
It was a raccoon city.
It was a city for raccoons.
It was just a giant raccoon.
Alec. Alec?
Yes,
Oh.
I'm here.
Hello.
Yeah, sorry. Hello.
How was your week?
Yeah, it's been a week. Yeah, I got up to 79% up to on Death Stranding now, so
Wow.
knocking that down. I only have like another 20 odd thousand people to please to 5 stars and deliver 500 million more people fucking bits and bobs and fucking
Sounds fun.
yeah. I'm a little bit pissed off this week, but yeah. I've always been watching Alex play Resident Evil 0 for a little bit. He's trying to beat it on hard mode for some unexplainable reason. Watched a bit more Smallville. Oh, I watched Scary Movie today.
The first one?
Yeah,
Oh.
just because, why not? I needed to cheer myself up, so I watched Scary Movie. Yeah. In bad news, I pretty much been made redundant, so I've got like 4 weeks left to go. So yeah, that's explaining why I had Vincent Mann earlier saying you're fired.
Wow.
Yeah, so the song is just gonna go well if you guys want to sing along to it. It's like na 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 na. Wow, no one else can join in.
You're not going to get me.
Goodbye.
You can't
Get
call me.
me right.
I started singing, but I was muted.
Wow.
I was like, shit.
You failed.
It'll
Yeah.
be fine. Something will come up. And yeah,
I'll hire
Cody.
you.
I'll hire you too. I can't pay you, but you're hired.
Well, he already works for you for the ward, and he already doesn't get paid. so-
Wow.
wait, I have a contract.
Nope.
Don't worry about that.
You just hear the paper tearing in the background.
Jesus.
Okay. Cody, how was your week? Shit, I should.
It was pretty good. I got to play the new Borderlands raid that just came out like a day and a half ago that I've been waiting for, and it was super fucking awesome. Been playing a lot more Stardew Valley again since the co-op finally dropped on Xbox after 4 years of its
Oh,
announcement.
yeah, I remember you talking about that. Only 4 years.
Yeah, it
Is it
took
worth
4
it?
years. Yeah, it's pretty fun. You could have up to 4 people, and it's pretty
Well,
flawless.
they added a person per year.
Right? And I started playing Darksiders 3, so doing that while continuing my Borderlands 3 journey because the new DLC comes out next month. It's so far every month they've added a new big piece of content, so I'm excited. And yeah, that's really all I did this week was Stardew, Borderlands, and Darksiders. I did have a show. You guys know that from last week.
How'd that go?
So it went excellent. Raised over $900 for a girl that's a few weeks old, and yeah, to help pay her hospital surgery bills and stuff like that. Get her treated.
Oh, that's cool.
So we did
Good
all
job.
that. Had that after party, which I wanted to live stream the show, but there was so much going on that I just couldn't get around to it. But I did live stream the after party, if you've seen that video, but that video's not up anymore.
What?
Yeah.
Were there
So
children in it? Is that is that why you had to remove it?
YouTube said it didn't cooperate with COPA or COPPA. No. It was a good time though. It was fun.
Nice.
Oh, how was your week, Shaun?
My week's kind of been shit. Been in a lot of pain from a really bad tooth infection that runs across my sinuses. So it's very painful. It's kind of been struggling to make it through work and not die. So I haven't really been able to do a whole lot outside of just like watching TV and not dying. But I watched all of Black Mirror, which was really, really good. It's kind of like a Twilight Zone Outer Limits kind of thing, but focused on technology, which is why it's called Black Mirror, because TV screens and phone screens and all that, Black Mirrors. It's clever. But yeah, it's really good. I feel like I'm late to the party because it's been out for a while and everybody talked about that and it kind of came and went and I finally got to see it. But yeah, it's a really, really good show. Hopefully it's still going. I don't know if it ended or not. Because like the last season that's on Netflix is only like 3 episodes long. So I don't know if that's all of it or if it's still going or whatever. But yeah, really good. I played that Bandersnatch episode too. That's the one where you do like your choose your own adventure thing, where you kind of like make choices as you watch. It's a really cool idea, but the execution is fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Did you play it?
No, I wanted to.
Man.
I heard good things about it.
So did I. I heard nothing but good things, but it was so messy. Like the episode would like kind of, when you had to pick a decision, the episode would kind of like jump around and like do these weird loading things, kind of like if a disc was skipping or something and it would kind of skip around. It was really fucking weird. And like half the time, like you go to make a choice and the buttons wouldn't register. So like I want to pick the choice that's on the left and I would push left and it wouldn't fucking move over. It would just sit on the other option until time ran out and it would just make me automatically pick the default choice, which is really frustrating because that's like the entire experience. So I'm just fucking smashing the left button, trying to go over to the choice that I want to make, and it just won't let me. It's super fucking infuriating. And that happened most of the time. Like, I think I was only actually able to pick the choice that I wanted, like maybe 3 times. Every other time, It just wouldn't respond. And so, I mean, that just totally fucking ruined the experience for me. And then, like when you pick a choice that isn't the choice that they want you to make, that will actually progress the story, it pretty much just something will happen and it loops you back to to force you to make the choice that they want you to make to push the story forward. So it's almost like those choices are irrelevant. They just give you like a couple seconds of extra story where you see where something happens and then it basically gets undone and then you get pushed back in time and you make a different choice. So it's kind of stupid, you know, it doesn't really get you anywhere. It's not like you get to, like there might be like 1 or 2 endings. I'm not really sure how to get there. Maybe like some of the choices stay, but most of the ones that I made, it looped me back around and undid my choice. So I don't know. It's like, why even bother? You know, if you're going to give me the choice to like make decisions to branch out to different paths, that's cool. But when inevitably you just keep going backwards to pursue, you know, a static storyline, it's kind of redundant. It's like, just let me watch a movie and be done with it. But I really like the idea. You know, I hope they take that idea and they work on it and they make it more streamlined and make it work a lot better than it currently does. Because I do I like the idea of that. But the execution or the technology or whatever, it just isn't there. It just doesn't work very well. But I haven't heard anybody else complain about it. So maybe my Netflix was just being a piece of shit at the time. I don't know, but for whatever reason, it didn't play very well, and I did not like it. I also watched Stranger Things Season 3, which was really good. Another one I was kind of late to, but I really liked that show, and I think Season 3 is probably the best season so far, so that was really cool.
Hits you right in the feels.
Oh, did you see it?
Yeah.
Oh, it was so good.
I watch every season as they come out.
Yeah, I intend to, but I don't know. I don't get around to it. But yeah, what did you think? Did you think it was the best one so far?
I think it was. It was really good. I was just kind of like, ooh, how are they going to wrap this up? And they did a really good job at it.
Yeah. So good. As far as playing games, I didn't play a whole lot this week. I played a little Tekken, of course. That's still garbage and broken. I also started the Prince of Persia HD trilogy, and I'm about 75% done with the first game. Those games are really short. The game, unfortunately, doesn't really hold up too well. Like those games were a big deal when they came out, and I had fond memories of them. But going back to them's a little underwhelming, unfortunately. The world.
How long would you say they are?
Well, I'm trying to platinum it, so I'm going through and getting all the collectibles and stuff like that. So it's taking me a little bit longer. So I'm like 75% in, and I want to say 6 hours into the game.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, so I think if you just like ran through it, you could probably go through it in like 3 hours or something like that, 3 or 4 hours. But yeah, just like the world feels super empty, and it's just like really bland, and the characters are hollow, and there's just some really awkward voice acting and stuff like that. But the worst part is the audio. The audio is fucking terrible, and there's no subtitles. So,
Oh, God.
like normally I play games at 10 volume on my TV, but for this, for any chance of hearing what the fuck is going on, I have to turn it up to 45, and I can still barely hear the dialogue. I don't know what the fuck happened, but they broke something in that game. It is not good. And it sucks because if there was subtitles, it'd be like, okay, whatever. It's, a little annoying, but I can still hear the story and what's going on. But since that's not even an option, it's like, wow. Great. Like I've missed probably like half the dialogue in that game, so like I don't even really know what the story is. There's not like a super deep story going on or anything, but it'd be nice to know what the fuck is there. But whatever. I'm hoping it's just the first game that's like that. If the other two are like that too, I'm gonna get really frustrated.
Yeah, those games I wouldn't think they'd be very long, because I mean those 2000s all the way up to around 2010-ish games are all about 8 hours long.
Yeah, that sounds right. Especially like action adventure games.
Yeah.
I feel like those are even shorter typically.
Like nothing got super majorly open world until after 2010s.
Yeah. Now everything is. All your games take 20 plus hours.
I don't mind that, but you guys got work, so I could see how that would suck. But I'm just like, hey, I work from home, so
Yeah. I have mixed
I can
feelings
do
about
that.
it. I can appreciate it, and like having more content for your money is great. And generally I think that's a good thing. But for me personally, it sucks because I don't have the time to sit there and spend 20, 30, 40 hours on every single game I play. Which sucks, but that's a me problem. Overall, it's good.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, it's time for some news.
Beep, 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 fuck off.
You guys did it too early. How could you?
I didn't know.
Didn't you hear the music?
It's so low.
Oh wow. Wow.
Yeah, I was actually quite surprised I heard the first thing quite well. I was like, oh,
Huh.
he's fixed it.
This sound pad has a mind of its own. Some of it's super loud, some of it's really quiet. I don't know. When we have a chance, we'll have to mess around with it and see if we can balance out the levels, but I don't know. It's a piece of shit.
Or you could do it during post.
Yeah. I mean, I guess. But it's to make it more interactive, and it also limits the editing that I have to do afterwards, because it's less like finding and editing clips and putting them in and timing them and all that shit. So it's kind of nice for me, but I don't know. We'll see. Either we work out the details or we go back to the old method. It doesn't matter. News time. 5 items this week. Yay, a normal week. And some of these are pretty short too, so not a lot of news going on. First up, Shenmue 4 could happen. At the end of Shenmue 3, or at the end of the Shenmue 3 credits, there is a letter to the fans from series creator Yu Suzuki that says, quote, "I sincerely hope that together we can continue to spin the tale of Ryo and his adventure in Shenmue 4. So this implies utilizing Kickstarter again, I would think, asking us to like make the game together. I don't see how else we would do that than crowdfunding. But unfortunately, the first Kickstarter campaign didn't really go very smoothly. It had several delays. It missed several important milestones that resulted in missing game content. So there's kind of a lot of problems with that. But yeah, Shenmue 3 made like $6.3 million, and they want to do that again. Like, how much money do they expect to get from this Shenmue fan base? That's a lot of money to be asking. But like we talked about previously, it was already confirmed that Shenmue 3 would not wrap up the series, as Suzuki thought that it would be a disservice to rush everything together and just, put an ending in there for the sake of it. The Shenmue series was intended to be a 4 to 5 game run, and Shenmue 1 through 3 only tells about 40% of the story. So it would be nice to see a Shenmue 4, but if they're going to be relying on crowdfunding again, I don't know. I don't really think that's going to pan out, and I don't think that's
Games exclusive.
Oh God, and I don't think that's going to give us the game that we want anyway. And I feel like that's going to be the overall perception if they do try to roll out another crowdfunding game. Me personally, being a supporter of 3, I wouldn't do it again because it just, I mean,
was hell.
How many years did we wait? And then I get a copy of it, and it's like, all I got for supporting the campaign is a shitty sleeve that goes over my game. It's like I got a collector's edition. I wish I would have known about the collector's edition before I supported the Kickstarter, because I would have waited. But I got a collector's edition from Limited Run Games that is like one of the best collector's editions that I've seen in a while. And it was like $100 or like $90. And some of the collector's editions that they were offering on Kickstarter were like $300, $400, $500 collector's editions, and they weren't even as nice. The whole point of Kickstarter is like to get the fans involved and have them support and, take in their feedback and reward them, make it a community experience. But they did it so shittily that I don't want to see them do it again. And I feel like the majority of Shenmue fans are probably going to feel the same way. So if they do try to roll this out, I just don't think it's going to get supported. And that sucks, because Shenmue 3 clearly didn't end the story. So therefore, essentially making that entire game redundant. It's like the whole point of bringing it back was to end the series, give us the ending that we never got. And that still didn't happen. And it sounds like even if we got a 4, it still wouldn't happen, because they probably want to do at least one more game. So it doesn't sound very appealing. But
I will milk my product for what it's worth.
Just sad, because we're just back where we started again, waiting for a sequel that we'll probably never get. And if we get it, it's going to suck. That's unfortunate.
It'll be a suckle.
A suckle.
I don't know why. Every time I have a feeling about a game, it's usually right.
Well, the sad part is Shenmue 3 is actually getting solid reviews, so it seems like it's a good game. But again, like I said, the whole point of bringing Shenmue back was to conclude the story, because it ended abruptly and we never got an ending, and we waited all these years to finally get a conclusion and to wrap things up, and that's not what he did. And I can appreciate the sentiment of, I don't want to rush together an ending or whatever just for the sake of doing it. But you kind of needed to do that, because a 4th, 5th game, those aren't really realistic. You're not going to get to that place that you want to be. So just fucking end it. Do your best to end it in a good way. And then everybody's at least semi-satisfied, rather than just, put back to where we were in the beginning at Shenmue 2. Like that, how is that beneficial to anybody?
It's not.
Second story, a new Saints Row game is in development. Publisher Koch Media has stated that a new title will be announced in 2020 and has been deep in development. And that's essentially all the information that we get. But any Saints Row news is good news, because I thought it was dead and I didn't think we'd see a sequel after, what was that game?
Agents of Mayhem?
Yeah. After that came out and bombed hard, because that was kind of like in the same universe, I guess, as Saints Row. So there was a chance that if that had flopped, they would have abandoned the entire series in general. So it's good to see that's not the case.
It's weird. I wouldn't say it's the same universe, like some people say it is, but there's characters in there that are from Saints Row that have like alternate reality backstories. So I wouldn't say it's the same universe.
Well, I thought I read somewhere that they actually said that themselves, but I could be wrong. But regardless,
I think they did, but it's confusing.
Yeah, but it's still like pulling assets from that game. So it's like, I don't know, just from a game developer, if that series is tainted in any way and they're afraid that they're not going to make money or whatever, I feel like they're quickly going to abandon ship. So either way, it's kind of a threat.
I'm excited because I knew they were going to make it as soon as they got the rights back like a year or so ago when I read it, and they're just like, oh yeah, fucking THQ Nordic went out and bought a bunch of rights for a bunch of games, and they like got almost all of the rights back to all their old assets from when they were originally THQ.
Yeah, but you never know. It could be just like an HD remake or porting it to current systems or whatever. You know, that could have meant anything.
That's true.
So it's good to know that they actually are going to be working on a new game. They didn't say specifically that it was a sequel, but they just said that they're working on a new title. So it could be a prequel, it could be something different, or it could be a sequel. But either way, it's nice to know that we're getting an official Saints Row game.
Saints
I
in
fucking
space.
love that series. It's so good. It's one of my favorites.
I can't wait. I'm excited. I've played and beaten all of them.
Me too. I think I platinumed or 100%ed the achievements on a couple of those. Because when I played those, I think I played them mostly on Xbox. But yeah, I fucking love those games. They're so good. Third story, Google Stadia aims to dethrone Fallout 76 for King of the Trash Fire as problems continue to stack up. First, it was no wireless controller support, then a laughable launch lineup, and then just prior to launch, Google reveals that the majority of the features and the Founders Edition perks are delayed and will now be rolled out over time. And now apparently customers are not getting their early adopter codes to secure their usernames, which was a huge factor into buying the Founders Edition at all. Many reports are saying that people that bought Stadia after them are getting their codes first, when Google said access to their name creator will be granted in order of purchase and should be sent 3 to 5 days after their Founders Edition is received.
I don't know. Fucking Google Stadia. I was interested in it, but I told myself, I was like, I'm going to stay away because I have like hope for it, but I also have a weird feeling about it. And I told you that, a month or so before it came out, I said, I have a weird feeling and I don't know what it is.
I mean, this is pretty much what I was hoping for. So it's good news for me, but I just feel bad for the people that did support it. You know, it's one thing to like make a promise, deliver on the promise, and it just isn't what people want or whatever. But to be treated like that as a consumer, like after they get your money, they're just completely fucking taking back all the promises that they made to the people that they got money from. That's a really fucked up thing. And that shouldn't happen.
Google is not the best at doing anything right, I've noticed, for the past like 10 years.
Which is sad because they're one of the biggest companies in the world. Come on.
Right? I don't know what's with all these billionaire companies messing up. Like, you have the money. You can get the right people to do this.
But that costs money, and they don't want to get rid of all that money.
Yeah, I know. You're a billion-dollar company. You don't want to spend anything. Oh, boo-hoo. That's so dumb.
It's pretty sad. Fourth story, Resident Evil 3 Remake might be right around the corner, so to speak. Spawnwave, a credible source for leaked news, has reported that RE3 Remake may be released sometime in 2020, apparently. There's also been a conversation going on about an added achievement and several updates to Resident Evil 2 Remake. And whatever that update is, they're theorizing that is going to be some kind of DLC. And if they do a DLC right before they announce Resident Evil 3 Remake, there could be like a tie-in, like maybe they're throwing in a little DLC to kind of transition into Resident Evil 3 Remake, I'm hoping. But it's all rumors right now. You know, the updates could mean anything. The added trophy that they put into the game could be anything. They could be doing like a Game of the Year or some kind of a re-release or something that adds like one trophy. Who knows? Could be anything. The trophy could be a placeholder. Who knows? But I'd like to think that they're doing some kind of update to tie in 2 and 3 together, and then they can announce Resident Evil 3 Remake soon. Hopefully at the Game Awards, like you were saying, Cody, that would be cool. But from what I heard, they're more likely to announce it at E3 next year. But yeah, that's pretty much inevitable, I feel.
Yeah, because I heard they were coming out with like updates for Resident Evil 2 like forever ago, and I'm like, where have those been? It's been such a long time.
Yeah, they did the free DLCs, and then it just kind of went silent, and now they're just like quietly updating it in the background. So Yeah.
Better be a big ass update.
Could be nothing. It could just be bug fixes or, it could be anything. But we can hope. And then fifth and final story, Valve finally reveals a new Half-Life game. Yay.
But it's only in VR.
Yep. After 12 years, Half-Life is finally coming back, but it doesn't appear to be what anybody wants. The new game titled Half-Life Alyx is set to arrive in March 2020 and will be a VR-only title exclusive to PC. The game will be a prequel taking place between Half-Life 1 and 2, where you play as Alyx during the alien invasion. Valve said that Half-Life Alyx is the largest game that the team has ever made and will include all the Half-Life staples such as world exploration, puzzle solving, visceral combat, and an intricately woven story.
Yay, I get to play as Alex.
Is that sarcasm?
No.
Yeah, I mean, that's all well and good and everything, but the majority of Half-Life fans are still waiting for a wrap-up to Half-Life 2, similar to the whole Shenmue thing. But that ended on a cliffhanger 12 years ago, and everybody wanted to see what the fuck happens next. So not only is this new game not that, but odds are that you don't have a VR headset, which means you're looking to drop $300+ on a VR headset plus $60 on the game, all for what is essentially a side story. So that's probably not the best tactic here. It's like the whole Diablo thing. Oh, you guys have smartphones, right? It's like people want a new Diablo game and you give them the worst possible version of that you can possibly do. I feel like they're doing the same thing with Half-Life because VR is cool and everything. And if you have a headset, this will be an awesome addition to that. But like to be a Half-Life fan and not be into VR or not have VR and essentially being told that, oh, well, now if you want to play your favorite game or whatever, you got to go spend $300 on some hardware that you weren't interested in to begin with. That's pretty fucked up. And the game's not even what everybody's been asking for all these years. It doesn't seem like a very smart business decision to do that.
Do you still have VR yourself?
Yeah, I have mine, but I have PlayStation VR, so it's never going to come to that. And if I had a PC VR, like an Oculus or something, like Half-Life would be a game that I would want to play, but I'm not buying another VR headset for it, so this automatically is unappealing to me. And I'm somebody that likes VR, so it's just fucking stupid.
I'm a Half-Life fan and a VR fan, and I am optimistic about it. I won't be buying a VR headset, but I will watch on YouTube, and I'm hoping it sells well, only because they said they will make more Half-Life games if it sells well.
That's so stupid, though. It's like, okay, so we're going to make a game that appeals to a limited market because the VR market is pretty small. And we're going to try to appeal to the Half-Life audience by making a game that nobody wants, that nobody asked for. And if that game does well, we'll give them the game they want. What a shitty fucking marketing strategy. Makes no sense.
I feel like when they say if it sells well, I think they just mean for the existing VR base that they have, not like Half-Life 2 numbers. Well,
I don't know. I hope so. Companies don't typically seem to have those kind of realistic goals and expectations when it comes to this kind of thing. I feel like they're more going to be like, oh, it's Half-Life.
They make like $1 billion off Steam a year, so.
Well, that's the thing. Like, it shouldn't even really be a money thing. They're plenty rich. They got tons of funds to do this kind of stuff. They don't need money. And the demand has been there for a long, long time for a Half-Life game. So what does this really mean?
I feel like the demand is too high is what they're afraid of. Like, they feel like nothing they make, even if they make like a good send-off to it, that it's gonna fucking flop because, they're going to get lynch mobbed by all the people that are like, it's not what I wanted.
So they're going to just intentionally release an underwhelming game instead?
In a weird way, I feel like that could work. Because, I mean, if you give people something underwhelming and then you put out a proper sequel, that you've already dashed their hopes, but not with the game that you wanted to put out. Which means the game that you want to put out, they'll have low expectations for, and then it'll do good and people will be happy.
But you're going to have a large fallout too, where people drop off and they don't give a shit about Half-Life anymore.
Yeah, but that might be what they need right now, to be honest. If they're gonna make Half-Life 3, you might need to like purposely like sabotage your own hype just so you don't disappoint, the remainder and it sells good.
I'm sorry, but with Resident Evil 2 Remake, I think that's complete horse shit. Because they did it.
Well, I mean, that's a remake.
Well, yeah, but still, you still had those expectations for the series and what it's going to be and what that game means. And everybody, they had all that time waiting for it and asking for it and all these lofty expectations as to what that's going to be. Remake or sequel, still, it's the same idea. And they delivered on that. So, like, even if you have, like, this long period of time where people are waiting for a game and their expectations are, like, really unrealistic and almost unachievable, like, you can still release a quality game that somewhat aligns with that, that meets those expectations and sells well, despite all that shit that's kind of hindering you, because Resident Evil 2 did it, so that's the thing that
I
can
just
happen.
feel like Half-Life 2 and Resident Evil 2 are in like two different fields. I just feel like people go a lot more ape shit for Half-Life than they will Resident Evil, if I'm going to be honest.
Well, there's more people, there's a bigger audience for it, sure. I don't know. We'll see. I feel like if that's the way that they're seeing it and they don't think that they're going to meet the expectations or whatever, they should just not do it. Just let it die or whatever. But I think that's horseshit. I think they can do that. I think it's attainable. But I don't know.
I have a feeling it'll do good, even if it's just in VR. I have a feeling a bunch of people will watch on YouTube and get hype and.
But that's the thing. How amazing of a game is this going to have to be to push people to spend $300 to $400 or $360+ on this one game?
Well,
like,
apparently,
that's got to
from
be an
what I
amazing
heard,
game.
it's about the same length as Half-Life 2, like all of it, I guess. And each episode.
They said it's the biggest game they've ever made. So I mean, clearly it's going to be a big, full experience. But still, like. The Witcher 3 is a fucking big ass game, but like, how many people are willing to spend $400 on it?
I don't know.
Probably not a lot.
I mean, for what it's trying to achieve, though, from what I heard, they said that it's like almost everything in the game is interactable. So I'm just like, well, would that be like a true VR immersion experience? Well, most VR games are like gimmicky, like you do a few things, you can't interact with everything. There's a bunch of like, it's more than just physics this time. Like, you actually have to dig your way through shelves to find ammo that's like hidden about in some of the levels. Sneak around, you can stack stuff in front of you to hide and cover, and so like,
I think that's great and
insane.
I just don't think we have the technology to make a game on the level that will push people to spend that amount of money to buy a game. VR is just super limited right now, and they could make a deeper VR experience, but I don't think they can get it to the level where it's going to be like that it's going to have that amount of impact to drive people to spend that amount of money. That just doesn't seem realistic.
I mean, if they made a game, which is hypothetical, so if they made a game where it's just like, yeah, I could live in the Half-Life world, and that was this, then I'd be like, yeah, it's worth $400 to buy this one game. If it was like that deep, I could see like if it's deep enough, I would spend $400 myself on it.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see in March, I guess. But yeah, that's news.
Master Chief Collection. No.
Wait, what?
It's coming out December 3rd.
It already came out.
Master Chief.
It already came out like a year ago.
On PC?
Oh, man, PC.
They're selling the whole collection for $40.
Yeah.
And if you want just the first game as it comes out, you could just spend 10.
I mean, that's good. If you like that sort of thing. And plenty of people do, so it's good.
I'm hyped. Mainly because it comes out on Xbox that day, and I get to play Halo Reach.
Oh, you mean Reach comes out that day?
Yeah.
I could go play Reach right now.
I mean, me too. I have the legendary edition with the statue
Let's
and
do
everything.
that.
No,
I'm just saying.
it's cool. I just don't think it's something like that's super exciting. Like,
You
it's
seem
not
to
even
be the only one.
if it was like a remake, maybe, but I don't know.
It's 4K, 60 frames, or 120 frames once they hit that unlock button, which they said they're gonna do.
Yeah, that
So
just doesn't
4K,
appeal to me.
120 frames, and they are revamping the whole UI. So there's like battle passes now, but they're all free battle passes, so you can earn like new armor that wasn't in the Halo games before.
Eh. That's cool that people are
You don't
excited,
sound
but it's,
amused.
I like Halo, but I don't know. I've fallen off, I guess, just because
Yeah.
like they've become less and less interesting as time's gone on, and like I don't know. I got burned out on Halo 3 just because, you know me, I got to get those trophies and achievements, and I spent so much time grinding out the multiplayer in that game, trying to get all these unrealistic achievements that they put in that game, to the point where
I got
just
'em. I got 'em all.
super. Well, I mean, if you play enough, eventually you'll probably get there, but it's just like, for me, it's like, how much time do I really want to spend in this game? I have all these
I don't
other
know.
games.
I thought
that
they
wanna
were
play.
easy.
What? Some
Yeah,
of those were
I mean-
fucking dumb.
They were dumb, but I thought they were easy. I got them all like
Wow.
within not too long after the game came out.
Hmm.
I have the armor and everything.
Interesting.
I don't know. I kind of want to go back to Halo because, I kind of faded out after about Halo 3 or 4, something like that. But yeah, it's been one of them things I'm meaning to do.
Well, now
wanna
you can
play
pick it up on
game.
PC.
December 3rd, you get like 7 goddamn games.
There you go.
Fuck PC.
There you go. Now you're speaking my language.
One, two.
So now we're gonna talk about the 2019 Game Award nominees. Yay! Because that happens on December 12th? Question mark.
I'm so not happy with the fucking nominees this year.
Wow.
What are they?
All right,
Huh?
so we'll go through. Some of these are kind of shitty categories, but we'll try and go through this quickly because there's a bunch.
Skip all the eSports stuff because honestly nobody cares.
Wow.
Sports.
So best VR AR game. The nominees are Asgard's Wrath, Blood and Truth, Beat Saber, No Man's Sky, and Trover Saves the Universe. I've played none of those. I can already tell my nominee would be Beat Saber just because I know I'm going to like that game.
I already voted for Beat Saber. That was my vote.
I feel like a lot of people are just going to default to Beat Saber just because they played it. So that one's probably going to win. But I did hear that Blood and Truth is a really good VR game. The other ones, No Man's Sky, garbage. Trover Saves the Universe, I heard was okay. And then Asgard's Wrath, I have no idea what the fuck that is. Best strategy game, Age of Wonders Planetfall, Anno 1800, Fire Emblem 3 Houses, Total War 3 Kingdoms, Tropico 6, and Wargroove. I have played none of those.
I haven't played Tropico 6, but I do love the Tropico series. And I do own Wargroove on PC and Xbox because they're Play Anywhere program where you buy one and get 2 copies. I love Wargroove.
Oh, wow. That's cool. Anybody else play any of those games?
I haven't
might have
even
played
heard of
Trop-
any of these.
Wow. Best sports racing game, Crash Team Racing, Dirt Rally 2.0, eFootball Pro Evolution Soccer 2020, F1 2019, and FIFA 20.
I honestly
You say
cared for none of
soccer?
those, so I voted for Crash.
I would
'cause
say I fucking refuse to acknowledge Crash in this. That one's dead to me. And the other ones I haven't played.
I was just like, the others I don't really care about, so I acknowledge Crash as my default because I'm just like, well, yeah, it sucks what they did and they broke their promise, but it's Crash.
I feel like that bullshit that they did with the fucking microtransactions should have them removed from the category. Like, I feel like that's probably the best game to me in this category, but it loses by default because of that, because that's so fucked up.
Did you just not vote? I didn't vote for any of the
I haven't
esports
voted yet.
categories.
I was gonna go through these first. Best score in music: Cadence of Hyrule, Death Stranding, Devil May Cry 5, Kingdom Hearts 3, and Sayonara Wild Hearts.
Why have I not played Devil May Cry 5 yet? Jesus.
Oh yeah, why haven't you?
I voted for DMC5.
Yeah, I've only played Devil May Cry 5 and Death Stranding out of these, but I feel
Prepare
like
to say Death Stranding 18 times because it's in every category and it pisses me off because it came out and got mixed reviews, but it's being voted for fucking Game of the Year.
Because, you know, Keeley, it's his man wife.
Yeah, which that's why I have a problem with it, and it pisses me off because it shouldn't be in there.
Music for Death Stranding is okay, but it's not.
Oh no, I'm not talking about the music. I'm talking about Game of the Year. Like the music, I'm sure is fine.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about Death Stranding being nominated because like the soundtrack is good, but I feel like it's kind of its own thing because it's essentially Kojima's like I was gonna say MP3 player. Wow, but it's like his playlist. You know, it's just like real bands with normal song. Like they didn't make a score really for this game.
Yeah,
I mean they did, but that's not the focus of it. You know, most of it's mainstream music. So I feel like it kind of sets itself apart in that way a little bit.
Yeah.
But what's there's good from what I heard. So I don't know. But Devil May Cry 5 had a really good soundtrack. So I feel like that
I
one should
voted
win.
for DMC5.
Jazz, you haven't played any of these, right?
No.
Okay. Best role-playing game: Disco Elysium, Final Fantasy 14, Kingdom Hearts 3, Monster Hunter World Iceborne, and The Outer Worlds.
Isn't Iceborne an expansion?
That's what everybody says, but yes, it is.
Why is it in there then?
Expansion of the year, you know?
But no, that's dumb.
The only one I played is the original Monster Hunter, not even Iceborne, so the ones like this that I haven't played the majority of them, I don't even think I'm going to vote just because it doesn't seem fair. But I think
if it's its own disc game, then yes, I'll be like, sure. But if it's an expansion,
they re-released it. It's actually the content in Iceborne is bigger than Monster Hunter World, so it makes sense. It's just weird to see.
If it's its own game, then fine. If it is,
but it isn't. You need the original to play it, but it is bigger. It's a full game itself.
It shouldn't be. If it's an
You broke Cody.
It's so dumb. It shouldn't be in there.
I feel like Final Fantasy is going to win just because the amount of people that play it. But we'll see.
I can't remember what I voted for on this one.
That's not good. Well, you haven't played any of these, have you?
I've played 3 of these out of the 5.
Oh, you played Outer Worlds.
I played Outer Worlds, the Final Fantasy, and Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh, did you beat Kingdom Hearts 3?
I'm a level 99 Sora. Yeah,
Holy
I beat
shit.
it.
Interesting.
Look at my Keyblade.
I think I might have either voted if I had to choose between Kingdom Hearts 3 and Outer Worlds. It was one of those two, probably Outer Worlds.
Yeah.
Because it was like Kingdom Hearts 3, I wouldn't say is a role-playing game. You don't really make choices. You just kind of level up and that's it. That's like RPG light. But Outer Worlds is like, I think I voted for that because that's like you make choices and your character's attributes affect like the entire world and affect your dialogue, and your dialogue, you know, depending what you pick, affects like what happens in the story and blah blah blah. That, and you could kill anybody and even turn in the guy you're helping at the very start of the game. You could turn him in almost immediately and just fail the main storyline and keep playing.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of really cool things about that, but again, I haven't played it, so I have no idea. What else?
Outer Worlds.
Alec and Jazz, you haven't played any of those games, right?
I have not.
I feel like I'm the only one here that plays games because you've asked them like.
I know most of us will have not played any of these.
Yeah, I'm just like, what the fuck?
That's fine.
We don't have time for games.
We're a gaming podcast that doesn't have time for games.
Look, I try, okay? I try. I own Kingdom Hearts 3, I just haven't played it.
Well, technically, I've played that, so...
There you go.
Next category.
So best performance is Ashley Birch as Private Parvati Holcomb from The Outer Worlds, Courtney Hope as Jesse Faden in Control, Laura Bailey as Kate Diaz in Gears 5, Mads Mikkelsen.
Okay.
What?
Sorry.
What? What?
Sorry. We both said get fuck Kate at the same
Oh, wow.
Although it's Laura Bailey, so she has to win, but you know.
Mads Mikkelsen as Cliff in Death Stranding, Matthew Peretta as Dr. Casper Darling in Control, or Norman Reedus as Sam Porter Bridges in Death Stranding. 2 nominees for Death Stranding here.
Laura Bailey.
I just feel so much bias. Why do you have 2 of this? Like, yeah, pick one, the better performance out of the 2. Don't nominate the same game twice.
They picked
in
them
one
because
category.
they're both like actors in the industry, and he knows them. I'm sure both of those things factor in.
I hate that so much. There's so much bias for Death Stranding this year, and it's pissing me off.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up.
Like, I don't mind that it's in the category, but then have each of these fucking games be twice in the same category. Like, don't have one where it's gonna double its chances at winning. That's fucking dumb.
They did say that Keeley doesn't actually, he doesn't vote. His opinion supposedly doesn't factor into the nominees. It's a panel, and he's not on that panel, so I don't know. It doesn't seem like
one
it.
game per panel. That should be a rule.
Yeah, the only game that I played that's in this category is Control, so I don't know. That's another one I feel like I'm not going to vote on. Oh yeah, and Death Stranding, but I don't think I played enough of it to really weigh in on that. Same thing for Control, because I only played like a handful of missions, so it's another one I don't think I can really vote on.
Outer Worlds for me, because Parvati has been with me since the start of the game. It's one of the first companions you can get, and I did not let her leave my team. She was so adorable.
Wow. I do like Ashley Birch and Laura Bailey, though, so there's that. Best ongoing game, Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy XIV, Fortnite, and Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six. All garbage.
I defaulted to Apex because I didn't want to vote for any of the others.
Wow. Even the category is garbage. They should have just said games as a service, not ongoing game. They didn't say games as a service because that term is gross, but that's what those are.
It's gross.
It's fucking gross.
I was like, Apex deserves it after being bought by EA and then not listening to EA and making their own game. So I'm like, yeah, they deserve it, but the rest of them, I'm like, eh.
Well, we all know that Fortnite's going to win, so.
Yeah.
Best narrative. A Plague's Tale.
Yes!
Control, Death Stranding, Disco Elysium, and The Outer Worlds.
What did I mean narrative?
Story.
Okay, yeah.
I have to play the other games.
I wonder which one Jazz is going to pick.
The only one I played. And also, like, my favorite game of the year.
I wonder which one I'm gonna pick.
Really? You'd pick Death Stranding? I mean, it's the only one you played, I guess, out of this list.
Exactly.
But
By
do you
default.
think, like, had there been other games that you played, do you think it's really good enough to be in the conversation of best narrative?
Look, the only thing the game really has for it, if you don't have patience for it, the story is the only reason you're going to keep playing the game for. So
That doesn't mean it's good enough for best narrative. It could be. What I saw was really interesting. Like, it looked good. It was compelling, but it's also very strange and could go anywhere. So,
fair to say. Next category.
I picked Control because it's the only one I played.
I would pick Outer Worlds, seeing as it's the only one I played, even though I will admit its story's not the greatest factor in it. Its gameplay is.
Actually, I think I might have spent more time playing Death Stranding than Control now that I'm thinking about it. So, whatever. A pass.
Well, here's an interesting time to drop the Plague's Tale is on sale again. So
Oh,
yeah, do that.
I'll check. I want to spend $20 on it. I don't want to spend more than that.
I wanna. You have to play it before I start working on the thing.
Okay.
No spoilers. I don't want to give
Tell
you
you what.
spoilers.
I'll complete Death Stranding 100%, sell the game, and then get something else. How's that?
Plague's Tale.
Wow. There you go. Best multiplayer game: Apex Legends, Borderlands 3, Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, Tetris 99, and Tom Clancy's The Division 2.
This is first-person shooters.
Wasn't
Multiplayer.
Discord like completely
But
obsessed with
basically,
Tetris
yes.
for a little while?
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
I feel like Division 2 didn't make an impact. Tetris 99 was fire. Modern Warfare is... I'm not sure, because I don't hear too much about it.
I heard the multiplayer is the worst part.
Apex Legends, it did make a movement this year. And Borderlands 3 is like 50-50 with people. But I voted for Borderlands because so far they've done nothing but good things for me.
I think the rest of us have played none of these. So
You played Modern Warfare.
you
I
did?
think.
I think
I don't
there's
know
a new
which one I played.
It's the one that
Oh,
just
it's-
came out, so I don't think so.
Oh, then no. Whichever one was free to play like a while ago.
Probably Advanced Warfare.
Oh, I don't know. I uninstalled it as soon as I played it.
Blah 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 Warfare. Insert name
Yeah.
here.
Call of Duty Warfare.
Best mobile game. All garbage.
Yeah.
We'll
I
just skip
voted
that
Call of
one.
Duty Mobile.
What?
It's gonna be Pokemon Go, because what else are people
Pokemon.
playing?
It's Call of Duty Mobile, Grindstone, Sayonara, Wild Hearts, Sky, Children of the Light, and What the Golf.
I've only played one of those. And that's Call of Duty Mobile, and I'm really good at it.
Well, I bought they're porting Sayonara. I can't say that fucking name. Sayonara Wild Hearts. They ported the mobile game onto PS4, and they're doing a limited run release of that. So I actually pre-ordered that because it looks really cool and the music sounds awesome. So I will play it eventually, but that's the only mobile game on here that seems like I would even want to touch. Best independent game: Baba Is You, Disco Elysium, Katana Zero, Outer Wilds, and Untitled Goose Game.
I voted Untitled Goose Game.
I feel like everyone's gonna do that just because it's ridiculous that it's even here.
It's so funny. It is. It's so fucking
But that's
funny.
the thing, it's a gag game. Is it really best independent game of the year out of all the games that have come out this year?
Well, if you Outer Wilds is really fucking good.
I feel like that shouldn't even be here. Fucking
What, Untitled Goose Game?
No,
Or-
well, both Untitled Goose Game and Outer Wilds, because Outer Wilds, or no, wait, am I confusing
Outer
that with the other one?
Worlds.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Outer Wilds is the one. They're both space games. Outer Wilds is the one where you can. I did the thing where like you're stuck in a time loop and you got 20 minutes before the sun explodes.
Okay, this makes more sense because I heard that. Okay, yeah, I was confusing Outer Worlds and Outer Wilds as the same thing, and I'm like, how
I
is
got
that
confused
in
when
this
you first
category?
announced it too. I was like, wait, what? Isn't that like a big team in Microsoft and Obsidian? And
Okay, I've played none of these, but I feel like Untitled Goose Game is like that shouldn't be there. I haven't played it. I could be wrong, but just based on what I've seen, it just doesn't. I feel like it made here because it's popular because it's a gag game, and that's the
it's
only
a
reason.
stealth puzzle game.
About attacking people as a goose. It's fucking.
But that's part of solving the puzzles. Like you
Yeah.
attack them to like make them run in certain directions. Then you hit a switch and you lock them in a place, and then like you have to steal objects, but you can't let them see you because they'll like kick the shit out of you and take the object back. And so like you have to stealth around, go under tables, like make noises at other places, then run around. It's a stealth puzzle game.
Yeah.
It's just funny because it's a goose.
Yeah, it's probably going to win because it seems the most popular, but I played none of them. And I don't think anybody else has.
I haven't even heard of any of these.
Games for Impact, Concrete Genie, Gree, I think is how you say that. Kind
I
words.
think they were calling it Gearus last I checked, but I don't know. Grease or Gearus
Yeah,
or
last
something.
I heard was Grease, but it's spelled. It looks like Gris. But anyways, Kind Words, Life is Strange 2, and Sea of Solitude. I've played none of them.
I've played none of them as well.
I should play Life is Strange too, but
Yeah.
I refuse to.
Wow, why?
Because Max and Chloe aren't even.
Oh
it's like
God,
whole
get
new
out of here!
different
Get out of
characters.
here!
Listen, it's a sequel with not the same characters. That's not a sequel. That's just
it's
another
set
one.
in the same universe, and there's people with other
They're
powers.
little kids with other powers.
Man of Medan's
Nah.
gonna be the same way.
Man.
should it be Woman of Madame?
You mean make
Person
out
of
of Medan?
Medan, make out of Medan. Best game direction: Control, Death Stranding, Resident Evil 2, Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice, and Outer Wilds.
People are pissed that Resident Evil 2 is in there.
And that pisses me off that people are pissed.
There's a whole campaign about remakes should not be in categories for newer games.
I disagree. Well, it depends. Like, generally, I think, yeah, if it's just like a one-to-one remake, but this is so different that I think it's deserving of it.
I don't disagree because I'm just like, I like Resident Evil 2 and I want it to win.
I'm gonna vote for Death Stranding because that's.
Wow. Fuck you.
Get fucked.
I know, fuck you.
Norman Squeedus needs to win.
I hope, obviously, Resident Evil 2 wins, but if not that, then Control. What about you, Alec?
You said this action adventure?
Game direction.
Oh, game direction. Okay.
Game direction.
I was gonna say action adventure Resident Evil.
It is in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is stupid.
I'll probably go with. Despite I haven't played it, would go for Life is Strange 2, actually.
That's not on here.
I thought you said earlier.
No, that was Games for Impact. This is game
okay.
direction.
Well, then. Death Stranding because it's a
Son of a
different
bitch.
direction.
Fuck.
Don't ask then.
Cody, what did you pick?
For game direction, that's kind of difficult. I wouldn't say Sekiro because it's nothing new. I haven't seen anything on Death Stranding besides bad/mixed reviews, so I didn't really care to even look into it. Didn't see anything about Control because it launched, and I heard not a soul talk about it but you.
True.
Wow.
Outer Wild. I would go Outer Wilds.
You guys suck ass.
Hey, what I do between.
Wow.
And
Jazz,
Resident Evil
what
2
is
is
your
nice.
real pick?
Resident Evil because it's the only one I've
God
played.
damn it.
Sort of.
This is more the nominees of this is the one I played
Yeah.
podcast.
Which game would you choose to more suck up to Shaun?
Wow.
I'm just sitting here like, yeah, I'm getting all technical with it, and everyone else is like, this is the one I played.
Well, you played like the most variety out of these than we have, so you have more input.
I'm a variety guy.
For some reason, there's another indie game. I guess it's new indie. I don't know. This is
Yeah,
weird.
fresh indie game.
Fresh indie game presented by Subway. This is essentially the same thing as Indie Game of the Year, so it really shouldn't be here. But anyways, okay. See, this is specifically for the studio. Weird.
Recognizing a new independent studio that released its first game in 2019.
Yeah. Oh, I guess I could read the fucking thing. Okay, fine. Yes. So Zaum, I guess, for Disco Elysium. Nomada Studio for Gris. Dead Toast Entertainment for My Friend is Pedro. Mobius Digital for Outer Wilds. Mega Crit for Slay the Spire. And House for Untitled Goose Game. House. It's like, what should we name our studio? Well, we're in a house. I got it. House.
Roadhouse.
Outer Wilds.
Nothing for me.
Because I feel like the whole like miniature galaxy you can explore, and it's like deeper than it seems, feels pretty fresh to me. everything.
I see what you did there. I see what you did. It's fresh.
Yeah, well, yeah, I did do that purposely. Yeah.
I know.
Untitled Goose Game, yeah, that is kind of fresh because you don't play as a goose. But I'm also at the same time, I'm like, for fresh though, there is animal simulators. People played Goat Simulator, but Goat Simulator is dumb. While Untitled Goose Game is that puzzle stealth type of game.
I just feel like by fresh, they must mean like a team creating, like, it sounds like a new idea. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm going with, and I feel like the miniature like or not universe, but the miniature galaxy type thing for Outer Wilds is like really neat. And it's like it's a time loop. You die, you come back, and you know what's going on, but nobody else does, and you can explore space while having that. And you got 20 minutes to do as much as you can to solve as much puzzles as you can, and before it's all like resets. But if you resets, you know the answers that they don't know, and you come back and be like, I know this, and they're like, how do you know? And you're like, it'd be too crazy to explain to you, but I know the answer. And
I know because fuck you.
I know because I hurt, and I hurt a lot. Outer
Alec and
Wilds.
Jazz, have you played any of these?
Pass.
Okay, great. Best fighting game, which is essentially just all the fighting games that came out this year. Dead or Alive 6, Jump Force, Mortal Kombat 11, Samurai Showdown, and Super Smash Bros., which is not a fighting game.
What, Smash Bros?
Yes,
Why?
because it's not. You don't even have health bars.
You do. It's not a health bar. It's a health meter.
It's percentage.
Yeah.
I just
And you
don't
fight
feel-
each other.
I'm gonna go for it as Smash just to annoy Sean.
You fight people in RPGs too.
Yeah, but you do other stuff in RPGs. You don't do other stuff in Smash but fight people.
I guess you pick up items and throw them at people.
Push people off a cliff.
There you go. Yeah, it's a push people off the cliff simulator.
By fighting.
Don't need a simulator for that. Just push 'em.
I never played Samurai Showdown, so didn't even know that was a thing. Dead or Alive 6, I've heard mixed reviews. Jump Force is not very good. Mortal Kombat 11's, I like it. It's between MK11 and Smash.
I played none of these.
I
own
probably
Dead or
spent,
Alive 6 though, and Smash.
I
That's
probably
it.
put like 90 plus hours in the MK11, so but Smash is really good too. See, that's a hard choice for me. Because I have played Smash. I play at my buddy's house, and he comes over with his Switch, and we play it on my 4K, and
But Mortal Kombat has the Terminator in it.
fuck the Terminator. James Cameron sucks.
Damn.
The only good movie he made was Terminator 1, 2, and Titanic.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm glad you said Titanic. I was like,
Oh, that's such a hard pick. I'm gonna have to say MK11.
Yeah, from what I've seen, I feel like that's probably a good choice. But again, haven't played it, so I can't
Everybody's
say.
gonna vote for Smash. I'm gonna be honest, but MK11 is mine.
Yeah, Smash will win, even though it's not a fighting game. Everybody else passing on this one?
I don't play fighting games.
Wow. I pick Street Fighter 5, even though it's not on there.
I
I hate
picked
it.
Death Stranding.
Yeah.
Pick Death Stranding.
For best fighting game.
You fight the BTs.
Best family game or best Nintendo game. You know, however you want
Smash.
to phrase it. Luigi's Mansion 3, Ring Fit Adventure, Super Mario Maker 2, Super Smash, Yoshi's Crafted World. All Nintendo games.
Smash.
Pokemon Stadium.
Smash is going to win for sure.
I'm just gonna say Smash. Like Mario Maker 2 is nice, but that's not a family game.
I think
Scrabble.
Ring Fit Adventure is less of a family game than that.
Yeah, so that doesn't count
They should
either.
have just called it Nintendo category. Best Nintendo game.
Yeah.
I mean, be honest. Esports team, nobody gives a shit. Esports player, nobody gives a shit. Esports host, nobody gives a shit.
I vote hockey.
Esports game of the year, nobody gives a shit. Esports event, nobody gives a shit. Esports coach, nobody gives a shit.
Wow.
Content creator of the year, nobody gives a shit. I don't know who any of these people are.
No, every year I know who the content creators are. This year I was like, who are these people?
Yeah, the only one I know is Shroud because he just left Twitch. That's the only reason I know.
Yeah, I didn't even are you a content creator if you're a streamer? Isn't content creator like making a legitimate video and uploading it?
That's
not
what I always
streaming?
thought. Streamers are streamers. Content creators are what you just said. But that's fine. Best community support. Gag me with a spoon. Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, and Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. I played none of them.
I'm just gonna go with Apex again because that's the same as the other category with all the same fucking games you said.
Yeah. I know Alec and Jazz haven't played any of those, so we'll move on. Best audio design, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Control, Death Stranding, Gears 5, Resident Evil 2, and Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. Sekiro.
I voted for Resident Evil 2 because that binaural sound is amazing. And hearing Mr. X above your head, like walking around, is fucking scary.
It's pretty great. It's pretty great.
Sound design for RE2 is the best sound design. I don't give a fuck.
Yep, I agree. What about you, Alec?
Got no opinion on it.
You didn't like the crying baby in Death Stranding?
It got a bit annoying for me, really, but it's unique in a way. So
It was the best sound design annoying.
Wow. It was
I
intended
can turn it
to
off.
it was
so
intended to annoy you, so I guess it did its job.
Well, to be honest, like now I'm at a point where I can just go, fuck off. I don't have to do anything with you anymore. You can just die for all I care.
Damn. Brutal. Best art direction presented by Samsung QLED. Whoa.
Wow.
Wow. Control, Death Stranding, Gree or Gris, whatever. Sayonara Wild Hearts, Sekiro Die Twice, Shadows Die Twice, and The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening.
Probably Legend of Zelda.
I don't really like the style that they went with that. I can appreciate it for what it is, but I just don't like it personally.
I like it, but I'm like, Sekiro has really good art design and everything. And the rest, I'm just like, I have no idea. They just all, well, maybe not all, the Grease or Geras or whatever. I'm sure that looks unique, but I don't know. Control and Death Stranding seem like they're semi-realistic looking, so I don't know. Cut from the same cloth, but different games.
Yeah.
In terms of
and
art.
they both do that really well, but that's not really
But
what I
there's
think of
nothing
when I think of
unique about
art
it.
direction. Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't played Grease. I haven't played Wild Hearts. Sekiro looks nice and Link's Awakening looks nice. So it's between Link's Awakening and Sekiro. Even though Link's Awakening has done nothing new, and I don't think Sekiro has done anything new either, but it's not about new. It's about what's
what's
art.
pretty.
I don't know. The Link's Awakening, it does look smooth. And I like its like toyish look, so I'll go with Zelda.
I pass. Action adventure game. Borderlands 3, Control, Death Stranding, Resident Evil 2, The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, and Sekiro. Sekiro. Obviously, I'm going to go with Borderlands. No.
Oh, don't hit me like that, because I'm going with Borderlands.
Yeah, Resident Evil 2 for me, 100%.
Because like if it was said action game, I'd be like Resident Evil 2. But
Game, though.
adventure,
It's action/adventure game.
yeah. But I'm like, Borderlands does have action, and it has a ton of adventure. You get to go to different planets and everything.
What about you guys?
Just Jeff Stranding just to annoy you.
You asshole.
Well, I would say there's too much action, but there's a ton of adventure.
Yeah, if we're going to complain about games in action adventure, we're going to complain about Death Stranding, okay?
Resident Evil is too much action. Death Stranding's too much adventure.
What about you, Jazz?
Resident Evil.
Yeah, good
It's
job.
the only game I played.
That's okay, I'll take it. Best action game, Resident Evil 2. No. Apex Legends, Astral Chain, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Devil May Cry 5, Gears 5, and Metro Exodus. Devil May Cry 5 for me, for sure.
I have Exodus, but I haven't had a chance to play it yet because Game Pass. I beat Gears 5. That was really good. Devil May Cry 5 is really good. Oh. Apex, it's a battle royale.
Resident Evil.
Good.
Good.
Tomb
Death
Raider.
Stranding.
Tomb Raider.
Symphony of the Night.
Right, there we go. I just voted for everything now, so there we go.
Wow.
Rock Band. I'm vote for Rock Band.
Rock Band is the best action game.
So good. So intense.
When you finish your solo and you have to jump off stage and beat through the crowd with your instruments to safety.
That would be amazing.
It's like Left 4 Dead. They just swarm you and you just start swinging. Devil May Cry 5 is a better action game than Gears because Devil May Cry has almost non-stop action, whereas Gears there's a lot more exploration now because it's like semi-open world. They have open world segments. So Devil May Cry 5 for best action game.
It's the only one of these I played, but had I played the other ones, I already know I'd still go with Devil May Cry 5. What about you, Jazz and Alec?
None of the above.
Death Stranding.
I haven't played it, but I'll probably I'll go for 5.
Yay.
I said
And
Rock
then
Band.
Game of the Year. Control.
Death
You bitch! Control.
It's not worthy.
Death Stranding, Residential Evil 2, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, Super Smash Bros, and The Outer Worlds.
Pass.
I don't see why Control and Death Stranding are on here, if I'm going to be honest, because Control made no impact and Death Stranding got like 50-50.
I mean, Death Stranding got 10s to 3s, so, I mean, it's in the conversation.
That's what I'm saying. It's like 50-50.
The freeze came from people that couldn't be asked to play the game for much longer than 5 minutes.
Probably.
So I'm
there's
just
some
like,
valid
Control didn't
fives,
make
I
an
feel.
impact. Death Stranding only made an impact because Kojima. So
I don't know, from what
I'm
I
not
played in
counting
Control,
those.
I feel like it deserves to be on here. It's really, really good.
I just feel like Game of the Year should be like something everybody's talking about and remembers.
I don't think so. That's more like
Game of the Year is
game
like
conversation of the
impactful.
year. Like Game of the Year should be whatever the best game of the year. Just period. Like
Okay, what
how
was
it
the
plays,
game of the
the
year
story.
last year and the year before that?
Garbage.
See? No one remembers.
God
Isn't
damn
that
it.
Death Stranding though?
Wow.
It's all about the gabbage.
Was it last year that was God of War or the year before? I think it was last year.
I believe last year was God of War. And that was good
that
and
deserved it.
impactful.
I don't know, games for impact. There's your impactful one. Game of the year
That's
is
not a
just-
category.
No, it actually is.
Is it on
It
here?
has a different meaning,
Slapped you in
though.
the face.
The last 4, I feel like, well, okay, maybe not the last 4 entirely. Outer Worlds, it's all right. It's not Game of the Year worthy. I like it. I like it a lot. Not Game of the Year worthy.
I
Sekiro.
don't think Smash is either.
Smash, I feel like if it was voted, if it had Game of the Year every time it came out, it would win every time. But who knows? Because it's up against Resident Evil 2, and I feel like Resident Evil 2 or Sekiro is going to get it.
I swear to God, if Death Stranding gets it,
If Death Stranding gets it, I'm gonna just complain nonstop because it doesn't deserve it. Maybe movie of the year.
Oh.
honestly, I think it'd be wow. I think it'd be equally upsetting to me if Smash won. I don't think those two belong here.
Smash.
I'm gonna have to go with Resident Evil 2 because that was, I don't know, just felt very next level with its engine. The way they told the story was nice. The sound design was fucking insane. And Sekira's just a Souls game, so
Wow.
I mean it's from software, so it's like, can you do something new?
Jazz and Alec, what do you pick?
Oh, you already know mine.
You don't mean that.
I already voted. Bitch,
You
so
shit.
yeah.
How dare you? What do you think, Jazz?
She's like, we played Resident Evil 2.
Listen,
Good. Good.
I have absolutely zero interest in Death Stranding, but I don't even know what the other one is. But I kind of agree with Cody as like, I had never even heard. Control sounds like a game I would totally love, but I had never even heard of it until you mentioned it.
And I haven't heard a soul talk about it after.
Yeah, you were like, you should play Control, and I was like, what's Control? And then I watched your Let's Plays, and I was like, I didn't want to watch too much because I wanted to play it, but I was like, okay, yeah, this game looks really cool. Where the fuck did it come from?
I feel like it just depends on like what conversations you're listening to or reading up on, because like the podcast that I listen to and the news articles and stuff that I've read, everybody that's played that, which is, most of them had rave reviews, like nothing negative to say about it other than a couple like hiccups in performance, which they fixed later through patching. Like everything else has been glowing reviews on it.
Yeah, but I didn't see any reviews on it because you're the only one I've heard talk about it.
Wow.
So it's gonna have to be Resident Evil.
It doesn't have to be Resident
I mean, it
Evil.
doesn't have to be, but I vote Resident Evil because I had a lot of fun and I do like the game franchise. So, yeah.
And I think the argument too is like, okay, well, Death Stranding, everybody's been talking about that forever now. It's you can't fucking not hear about it. But does that make it more worthy than Control just because more people are having a conversation about it?
No, because it's not a good game. It's a movie.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, just because it's being talked about, just because it's, out there and people know about it, that doesn't mean it should be Game of the Year.
Is it has to be good and impactful. Death Stranding was impactful, but only because it's Kojima.
It's just like fucking Grand Theft Auto. Like, Grand Theft Auto fucking always wins awards and shit because, everybody's always talking about it and shit. And it's a great game.
Every time it comes out, it does something new and innovates and gets more deep with every game that comes out in terms of like things you could do. Grand Theft Auto has practically became an RPG at this point.
I still don't think that would be my Game of the Year anytime ever. Like, it's never been my favorite Game of the Year.
Yeah, I would get fed up with it.
I can appreciate what it does and whatnot. But that just because it does something really well doesn't mean it's the best overall game of the year.
I don't know. That fucker had too much detail. Wait, didn't Red Dead come? No, Red Dead was last year.
Yeah.
I was about to say, why isn't that on here?
Because it's garbage.
Duck game of the year.
There you go.
Right. You hear
about most gigabyte of the year, like fucking 80 gig.
Biggest install of the year.
Biggest install of the year would be fucking Resident Evil 2, Sekiro, and Smash.
PS4 updates.
No, fucking Call of Duty would win that.
How many gig is that?
I think total it was like 170 some odd, like 175. Yeah. It was dumb. And then Red Dead was definitely up there. But yeah, there you go. There's the shitty awards for this year.
The Ward Awards.
The Ward Awards.
Ward Awards.
Cast your vote today on Resident
Ow.
Evil because it's the only good one.
Go. We can't tell you who to vote
Shaun,
for.
look at
but
the
fucking
chat.
Vote for
BRB.
Resident Evil.
Who's been the best guest on the podcast so far? Vote now.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's the fan favorites.
Ooh.
When we hit episode 100, who would you like to see or hear of on the podcast? And we might do it, but we
Who
might
is
not.
your least favorite host?
Me.
Wow.
It's definitely me.
Wow.
To spell my name, it's A-L.
Spell my name. It's S-H-A-U.
Yeah, the only thing the Game Awards this year have taught me is that I didn't play anything this year.
Yeah, that's It made me realize how much of a failure I am as a gamer.
Yeah, we're terrible.
But I mean, apparently, girl gamers only take up 42%
Wow.
of the gaming community, so I've only have to play 42% of the games.
I don't think that's how that works.
Shh, math.
Wow.
Math. Wow.
Well, there's only been a limited amount of video games I've actually been interested in, you know. When it comes to PS4, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, because you can only fit a specific amount on your fucking.
Yeah, exactly.
This is why I bought a 4 terabyte hard drive.
Well,
I mean-
even if data wasn't a thing to worry about, I still haven't been uberly excited by many games, you know, in the PS4 lifespan.
Yeah, most of the games that we talked about were not games that I'm even really interested in playing at all.
The only reason why I play half of them is because you guys are playing it. So.
Wow.
Even that, no, I'm kidding.
Oh,
No one plays anything I play, apparently. That's what I've learned today.
That's not true. Devil
We're
May
all
Cry,
gonna play
Resident
Halo.
Evil.
We're all gonna play Halo Reach soon.
There you go. Not on the PC.
No, on Xbox
Hey,
360.
hit through. What?
Yeah, I've got a 360. I'll play that, I suppose.
Hey!
Hey,
I just don't have
Jess.
Xbox Live, but yeah.
Hey, Jess.
Sean.
Game Pass meant $1 for 3 months.
Hey, Sean.
Hey,
I
Jess.
don't have $1.
Do you want to play a game?
What?
Really?
It's game
You have
time.
to speak up.
It's game time.
I thought I was going to have to skip the games because my brother came in, but he only stopped by for like 5 seconds.
Wow.
Oh, here's another category for voting. Which game is Game of the Year on the podcast?
Oh, there you go.
Updates.
Death Stranding.
God damn it.
I think out of all of us, we have anonymously, like, weirdly voted Resident Evil 2, because I think that was our choice out of, like, a good bit of them besides Alec.
It's because we want to stay on good
We
terms with
succeeded
Sean.
then.
Because I'm the evil British guy, I'm gonna go for
The whole point of even talking about the Game Awards was to tell you to vote for Resident Evil. And we have done that.
We all know that
I
Alec is gonna vote for Resident Evil because if he votes for Death Stranding, he's gonna lose his fucking moderator thing in the Discord channel.
If Death Stranding wins any category, Alec will be removed from the podcast.
Yeah.
Keep voting, people. Get me the fuck out of there.
Wow.
We're taking away one of Alec's role for every win that Death Stranding.
Oh, wow.
We're gonna
And he's
break,
in almost everything now.
We're gonna break one of his limbs for every category that wins.
and cook them.
Yeah, and eat
I
them.
feel the love.
Oh,
Okay.
stop.
Jess.
He's going to be a broken man if
yeah.
Kojima is anything to be messed
What are
with.
we playing?
We're playing Truth or Fuck.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I mean fuck.
Wow. There's no shit. It's just truth or. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You cut out there too, so it was like it's just truth or truth.
No, I heard truth or fuck.
Just truth.
Or fuck. Yeah, spoilers, just truth. Alright, so this is where normally you each get one.
Juan.
Actually, no, yeah, you're each gonna get one true or false statement, and you have to tell me if it's true or false.
True.
And it's shh.
Was that true or not?
No.
Wha-
Billy.
What? Alright, so who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Oh.
Perfect. So, Cody. Alan Wake and his wife travel to a small secluded town to attend the book signing for his latest novel. True or false?
Wow.
True. No, wait, no, false. He went there for vacation, didn't he?
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, sure.
Which one?
The vacation.
So you're right that it's false, but you're wrong because he
What?
went there to get secluded to get some writing done. He has his thingy little typewriter.
So which one is it? Was he right or wrong? I'm confused.
He's right because he said false, but his explanation was wrong. But you don't lose points for that because you don't always have to explain.
Yeah, there we go.
I still think that's wrong. I'm gonna have to listen to the playback because there's something fishy going on here.
No, so Alan Wake did not attend.
No, he went there
did not
to get
travel.
inspiration because he was having a writer's block or whatever.
He went to get inspiration and to get some writing done out of the city. And there's people who wanted his autograph and shit, but he did not go there for a book signing. But I guess which counts as a vacation because he was trying to get out of the city, so. No, wait!
You will take this from me!
Stop! He has gotten the
I'm
points.
expressing what's in my heart, okay?
Oh. There
You're
should
a
be
bad
silence.
host.
Wow.
Sean,
Hello.
you're next because you seem very twitchy to get that wrong button.
Wow.
All right.
dare you.
Yours is actually, I feel bad. Yours is probably easy, but are you ready?
Yeah. Why do you feel bad?
I feel
You
bad
should be
that,
happy
like,
for me.
one person's no.
Wow.
Resident Evil holds Guinness World Records for world's worst dialogue. True or false?
I feel like it's true, but it's wrong. Like, it shouldn't be true. Like, yeah. True.
It's true.
Yeah.
Ding ding. I can't do that.
I'm sorry,
There you go.
but that is horse shit. That there are
There's games with
games
worse writing.
that have like dialogue that's fucking not just dialogue, but voice acting and dialogue that's fucking 20 times worse than Resident Evil.
It could have been even worse. Did you know that they had planned on making it like Japanese with subtitles, but then
Yeah.
they're like, no, English is better,
Yeah.
and they should have just went with Japanese.
It's just funny because like everybody goes to Resident Evil when they're talking about like, oh, the worst voice acting of all time, but it's not. Is it
Well,
bad?
back then it was
Yes. Is it the worst? No.
Worst voice acting of all time to me goes to House of the Dead. That fucking, or maybe Typing of the Dead.
There's a shitty RPG that has worse. I can't remember what it's called. And there's another survival horror game too. Oh god, what was it called?
Remember, folks, we're a survival horror channel.
Death Stranding.
But it's Kojima. He can't be wrong.
So
He can.
that leaves us Alec.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Are you ready, Alec?
Yes.
I think it's Enemy Zero. I think is what it was called. On the
I'm
Saturn.
gonna write that down. We'll have to look it up.
I'm pretty sure. It's oh
We'll
my
call
god.
Guinness World Records and be
Yeah.
like, you guys
You missed the game. It's this one. Okay.
will
Update your
listen to
records.
this podcast. You're wrong.
Yeah.
All right, Alec.
Yes.
At the start of Resident Evil 3, Darren locks himself in the back of a truck, refusing to come out, and we never hear from him again.
Who?
True or false?
Did you say Darren?
Yes.
False.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Why are you laughing, Sean?
Because there is no Darren. What are you?
It's right.
Yeah.
You're right. It's false. His name is Darius. I wanted to. If I hadn't hesitated on the fucking word looks, I was trying to blend it in there to trick you. Damn it.
Can't trick me.
Yeah, you know what?
You should have like. Isn't it like Dario though? Or Is it What the fuck is it? It's weird.
Darius?
Is it Darius?
Dario.
It's
not
yeah,
Darren.
Dario.
Dario.
Yeah,
I
see,
had
I
the
was
idea
right.
for this one because I've been watching Bewitched and she keeps fucking up Darren's name, and I was like, ooh, I'm gonna fuck up his name and see if Alec catches it. And obviously he will, because fucking Alec.
His name is David O's.
Dividadadoos.
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 Dibba-dabba-dooba.
And that's what I had. I had another one. It was so perfect, and it would have been good. And then I did some research, and I'm pretty sure it was wrong, but I couldn't use it. It's that apparently there's a Easter egg in Resident Evil 2, but on the GameCube release, that there's red rum written on the wall, which is supposed to be because the original mansion was like influenced strongly by the Overlook Hotel from The Shining.
Yeah, I heard of that.
Yep.
But I looked I looked it up on Google Images, and I'm seeing it, but then I went to play the game, and I went to I played both games and I couldn't find it, so I was like, it's wrong. Fuck it. Yeah, that was truth or fuck. Wasn't very challenging, but
Well, maybe we should play a more challenging game.
we should climb some bitches.
And now it's time for everyone's least favorite game, Bitches and Ladders!
What?
Now we never know what we're playing.
Favorite game.
Okay, bitches and ladders, because I presume the clip's ended. Anyway, Sean,
Hello.
your character name is Dixie Enormous.
Wow.
Dixie tries to tie other people's shoelaces with her hands on fire. Try to make it a bit shorter.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, that's nice, good life there, bro.
Yeah. Right.
Can't help it if my hands are on fire.
Gaming question because you
Gaming question.
Gaming riddle.
No.
No, I did that last time. So okay, Sean
Hello.
or Dixie, what is the full name of Star's Bravo team pilot in Resident Evil?
Wow.
The Bravo team?
Yeah, so the Bravo team's pilot.
What do you mean his full name? Like, you don't want the middle name, do you?
No, I haven't
Okay.
got a middle name, so
Only Leon has a middle name.
Edward Dewey?
no,
What?
it's Kevin.
Oh, what? Wow.
Look at you. Combining the stars.
So Sean, I'm afraid you fucked up. You're not going anywhere.
Wait.
What? Still didn't make it faster, but
Should have picked a riddle.
yeah. Okay, Cody.
Yeah.
You are Dave. I die.
All right.
Okay. Dave is a plastic surgeon that only works at night. Otherwise, he melts.
He melts?
House of Wax style,
Wow.
bitches.
Plastic. What does plastic do, Sean?
House of Plastic?
Yeah, never mind. You didn't answer the first question. I don't think you'd be able to get this one over. Right. Anyway.
Wow.
Okay. Ark Thompson appears in Rick's Resident Evil game.
Really?
Resident Evil Survivor.
Yep.
Wow.
I guess you just want the gaming questions because, like, no one wants riddles.
If I wasn't bad at riddles, I'd take you up on that.
Right, you're at number 9. You are Safety Dasty. Right,
That's a first.
Jazz.
Gaming. Wait, who am I?
You're Ellis. Ellis.
No. Oh.
D.
Okay.
LSD.
LSD.
I thought you said Alice. I was like, nope.
No. Alice chops up body parts and sells them as vegan food.
Yes.
Zombies really like her joints. Okay, gaming or riddle?
Gaming.
Okay. Don't know why I even bother to ask riddle. Okay, Jazz. Sergei Vladimir appears in which Resident Evil game?
You cut out what?
Sergei Vladimir appears in which Resident Evil game?
Sergey Vladimir?
Mm-hmm.
Good to know I know the other two answers, but not my own,
Who
apparently.
the fuck is Sergey Vladimir?
Mm-hmm.
It's probably gonna be in one that I haven't even played.
Unless you want a riddle.
Hang on. I was thinking Code Veronica, but that's Nosferatu. Those fucking vampire names. Sergey Vladimir. Is it Resident Evil 3?
Nope.
It's a good guess, though.
Well, I don't. It's gonna be. Which one is it?
Resident Evil: The Umbrella Chronicles.
Yeah, I haven't played that. Stop giving me things with games I haven't played. Jerk.
You're supposed to play all the Resident Evil games. That's the moral of the story.
I don't have Umbrella Chronicles. I don't play the Wii.
And I have been your game master, Eric Shin. Eric gets erections from all kinds of things: porn, candy bars, car crashes, funerals, watching paint dry, and even looking at his own mother.
Oh my god.
That was Bitches and Ladders. Do-do-do-do.
Boop, 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 boop. Boop.
Next week's game, Death Stranding.
Hey! Now, it's time.
Read your comments.
God damn it. Okay, right. I just want to do a quick special mention. As I was researching for some comments to read, because you guys don't comment as much as you fucking used to.
Wow, comment! Like, comment, subscribe, smash your family.
Yeah. I was looking at Days of Our Lives Resident Evil Outtakes video, and it was just nice to see all the comments were talking about Damon and how good he was, and, you know,
Oh,
R.A.P. to Damon. So I just thought I'd mention it. So you guys, well done. Keep, bringing that up. It's awesome. Right. Anyway, so let's go to the actual video source. So this is top 10 dual Resident Evil scenes.
I think, didn't we do that one?
Yeah, quite possibly. So I've just picked different comments.
Okay.
It's possible. You only have so many videos, Shaun.
Hey,
Oh.
I got a bunch.
I got things.
I got things and stuff.
I can't comment. I can't get past episode 3 of any of my things. Anyway.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, commenter is Captain Lex Crunch. The comment was, I've quoted Duel so much in my real life, but I think I've used the motherfucker line more than any other.
I hate
Asking
them.
everyone, what do you quote in your real life from Days of Our Lives?
I quote it all because it's all there, ready to go.
Good thing I bought this anti-explosion cream from eBay.
How does that come up in real life?
Because I play too many video games and it's quotable in a video game enough times. When you survive.
I'd have to go with the most recent one. I was at Walmart and I was looking at the hair gel and all I could think was that you can't spray the hair gel.
Did you try?
And I'll go out of my way to try to find... Yes, I did. I did. I bought a squirt bottle and a bottle of hair gel and I tried and it just comes out like just little fucking squeezing through the spout. It's gross.
After I found out I got redundant, I pretty much went, well, isn't that special? Special. Any other quotes people use, here and there?
A lot. It depends on what we're doing.
Knowing me and being vain enough, my hair is fucking fabulous.
Everybody uses shut up.
I think it's every time somebody mentions the name Ashley or whatever, it's just like
You get triggered.
"Fucking Ashley." Yeah, you get triggered.
Bitch.
You dumb bitch.
I'm glad someone mentioned Ashley, so let's get on to the next comment, Sarah.
About Ashley.
Fruit Movies, with a Z, commented, one of the best. Ashley, I can't believe I'm still alive. Leon, I can't believe I missed all those shots.
Yeah.
Classic. Shaun, it's been 14 years since Resident Evil 4 first came out on the GameCube.
God.
What do you think about the actual game?
Sucks.
The worst game ever.
It's horrible. Could snipe a fish though.
I fucking love that game, even though
It's
Jazz
no Death
means
Stranding.
Jazz means it when she says she hates it, but I love
I don't
it. It's
hate
one of,
it. I was playing it on my own free will.
were you?
Yeah, I sent you a video.
You're right.
And I was like, be proud of me. And you were like, I am.
Yeah, and then you didn't finish it, and then I was like, oh.
No, because then I started playing Resident Evil 2 because you were like, play fucking Resident Evil 2.
I absolutely love Resident Evil 4. It's one of my favorite games. I love and hate it because it obviously set Resident Evil on a path that I don't particularly appreciate. But overall, you know, it fucking won all those Game of the Year awards for a reason. You know, it got a lot of praise. And
Because Death Stranding hadn't come out yet.
Wow. God damn it.
I mean, Leon is basically the guy from Death Stranding. He's carrying garbage around with him, trying to get it back home.
Okay. Can you believe it's been 14 years since RE4 came out?
That's insane.
It's almost half my life.
Somebody shoot me.
Okay.
Okay, do it. Live
Okay,
on the podcast.
I was in middle school when it came out, and my brother got it.
Jesus Christ.
You missed. You got Jazz.
You got me in the throat. My
And
left
why are you
throat.
still talking? Shut the fuck up and die.
Wow.
He shot me in my left throat.
My left throat.
My only weakness.
Oh, that's a. Shh, you didn't hear that.
Sorry, Cody, I'll cut you off.
Yeah, my
Shooting
brother
me
got
off.
it on GameCube, and that was the first time I played it. And we got the PS2 one later, and that's when we ended up beating it. But yeah, I did actually mess around with that chainsaw controller. I don't know where it went because we did own it, and it vanished one day. But I was in middle school, so I obviously didn't pay attention enough. But I played with the chainsaw controller, and it is horrid.
What were you expecting? Ooh,
I
this
was,
is gonna be
I
comfortable
was
as hell.
like, this is cool looking. I want to try it at least. Because I started with the normal controller. I got like a good bit into it. And then I started like a secondary save file just to play the chainsaw one. And I was like, oh, this is bad. And I got like, I beat the chainsaw guy. And then I was like, yeah, I'm going back to my other save with the normal controller. I'm done.
It's there to give you a challenge.
Question.
Challenge.
Right, question 2. Is the Ashley character less annoying now or worse now than when you first played the game?
Nope.
Well,
Nope.
I don't listen to her anymore, so I guess less.
It's modern day. We can just throw in Spotify and not listen to her complain.
Yeah. Mute that shit, listen to music. And plus, like, now, by this point, you've learned how to deal with her bullshit, so it's not as bad. I think the only part at this point that's really annoying is when she has to turn the fucking cranks, but even that's not too bad.
Or
Yeah.
when she talks. Yeah.
Well, that's why she's muted.
Or the bear traps, how she's like, I'm a bear, and steps into the bear traps. Like a fucking idiot.
I don't think my Ashley has ever stepped in a bear trap.
Mine stepped into every single one.
I think
And I
I've
was
only
like, I
seen
should
that like
defuse these,
once.
but no, I want you to die.
Okay. Question 3.
That was question 3.
No, that was question 2.
Question
Oh.
3-2.
1.
Question C.
Damn it.
If Leon had a choice on how to kill Ashley, what would he do?
He'd Leon Ultra Super kick her, obviously.
He would quantum mechanic kick her into a giant boiling pot of water.
Jeez. Ashley soup.
Ashley soup. But he wouldn't
You
eat
should
that.
zap
Though.
her with the lightning.
No,
wouldn't eat
the
it.
boiling. The boiling's more fun.
But the lightning.
Well, when she's boiling in the water, you could hit it with lightning.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. I got lightning.
They'll like Days Leon and RCS Leon will combine their efforts
Oh my
to
god.
use his lightning power and Leon's super kicks to take her down. The crossover event of this season.
And then you feed the soup to the El Gigantes.
I was gonna say, or you super kick it into space.
After the boiling and the electrocution, kick it into space.
So that it never
Just
harms
in
the
case.
planet Earth again.
You're getting all the elements because like once it goes into space, it would freeze. There you go.
Freaking president's like, "Where's my daughter?" And he's like,
It's a long story.
So something like this happened.
You just put your hand on his shoulder and you go, "They got her, boss. They
Yeah.
just got her."
She was dead when I got there.
I never
was a great
found her.
line.
Why did it take you so long then? I just scouted. I didn't want to let you down, but it's just how it is.
Daughter, I thought you sent me on a vacation. I didn't do shit.
I thought you had a son.
I partied with the Spanish. It was awesome.
Ada was there. It was great.
Zeta, don't worry about it. Good times.
Okay, next commenter, Austin Brown.
Hey.
My
I know that fuck.
Yeah.
My personal favourites are in episode 4, with one being the whole entire dialogue between Sadler and Leon in church, and then the point where you just straight up shoot the merchant before the cabin. Asshole! What was that about? Don't
That
ask.
was one of my buddy Eric's favorite parts, and me and him watched this together like when it was coming out, originally. And as soon as we got to that part where you shoot him, he goes, "Asshole!" We just fucking laughed so hard. That was one of the best things. It was so subtle and quick. Oh my god.
And my personal favourite salad bar moment is the phone call where I say, "I'll call you whenever I damn well please." Okay. Asking everyone, what is some of the favourite scenes from Duel?
What is what?
Yeah, you kind of cut out there.
What is some of the cast's favourite scenes from Days of Our Lives?
Some of the cast's favorite?
Yeah, so you guys, everyone in here on the cast.
I thought we just
Oh.
answered that.
Go on then, Cody. Give us your answer.
The two that I can remember off the bat is probably the Tetris scene. Where at the end when it fails, he goes, "What the fuck was that?" And the return, where after years of it being gone, the first line out of his mouth is, "I feel like I've been stuck in this room for 4 fucking years."
Yeah.
I mean,
'Cause
I had to acknowledge it.
I love the castle bits. It's like, "Stop shooting my ew."
My buddy Eric quotes that all the time when we're playing any game. He goes, "Stop shooting my..."
Ew, gross.
Monster.
I should pick one favorite scene.
He chokes his dog. That's yours.
That's like one of my favorite lines. Just every time he chokes his dog. But I can't remember. Like, I'd have to say, well, now looking back at it, it would be between two of like with the guy who's trying to shoot Leon, and he's just like, can you just, I can't, can you? Like that, I really like that because he's just moving around. And also when fucking Ada shows up and Leon just like, why is Ada here? Because that's how I feel every time
Bitch was
Ada
fucking
shows up.
dead.
Yeah, bitch was fucking dead. But when I first watched it, like the very first time, it was when he's like randomly out of nowhere, like, I wonder what Claire's up to, and then it's fucking Claire in the graveyard. Like, I fucking hate you, Leon. Like that just killed me. I was like, oh my god, this guy mixed two. Oh, that's so good. Fucking so random. Just like, I wonder what Claire's up to.
I love it.
It was out of nowhere.
Okay. Very last comment, a quick one. Was Blah Gaming. Best scene is Sadler telling them to take off their pants in the church. So the final question then is, what does Sadler do when the pants come off?
Oh God.
Steals their wallet.
Well, you know
Yeah.
the cutscene when he has the tentacle that comes out of his robe.
I like to personally think he enters his final form, which we don't actually see in game.
He enters something.
That's just one of his moves in his final form, but I believe when he transforms at the end of 4, that's just a taste of what he has to become. And when you take off the pants is when you get his true identity. And
Yeah, carry on.
he becomes Harvey Weinstein, and
Oh God.
bad things happen to you, and you get fridged. Okay, continue.
His ultimate power, fridging.
I was just gonna say, like, I think he tries to take off the pants so then he can compare, like, his tentacle thing with other tentacle things.
Oh God.
Who's got the biggest wiener?
Ashley doesn't have a tentacle thing.
Oh, have you looked?
Do you know for sure?
That's why she keeps hiding every time you look up her skirt.
You pervert.
No.
No.
She won't let me.
And that was read your comments. Do-do-do-do.
You know what I just realized?
What?
I think, like, for the longest time, my most quoted ever quote from Days was every time that me and my friend would, like, walk into work at Tim Hortons, we would just go, "Hi, lady!" like, super loud. And we'd be like, what the fuck? I can't do it right now, but, like, it was just, like, so many heads would turn. Even customers were like, what the fuck?
What the fuck is her
Hi,
problem?
lady.
I hate
What the
my
fuck is wrong
life.
with these people?
I really hate my job. Hell, I really hate my life.
Get back, minorities.
Shh. Sleep minority.
Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Time for some updates.
What are you working on?
Listen here, Brandon. I'm working on. Actually, I'm working on that. I've been working on trying to get my accent back because I have a feeling this is coming up soon. Just because we played that fucking game once.
Hey,
That's all it takes.
It's a
Just play
spark.
The game.
But
It's a
have you
spark.
heard about Death Stranding?
our Lord and Savior.
Death Stranding, our Lord and Savior. So I did a Let's Play, and I'm hoping to make one with the other two modes in that game. Maybe.
In what game?
Jesus Christ RPG.
Okay.
I've also been putting together some scenes from a game to form. So it's Halloween related because the whole point of this is like Halloween on not Halloween Day for the character. So it's not gonna be on the 32nd as promised, but it will eventually happen. Maybe around Christmas.
Jeez.
Christmas
Next
Christmas
year.
Ween. Hollow Christmas. Actually, there's a Friday the 13th at some point coming up, so
Ooh.
it's some following month.
At some point
So
in
I'm
time.
hoping to do that, but again, I have to reach the specific person I have in mind because I need an accent and a voice pitch that I can't do, and that I don't know many people who can, except Alex. who doesn't have the pitch. Alex got the accent, but not the pitch.
Wow.
What pitch do you need?
Girl. So yeah.
Oh,
He
yeah,
can
no, I
be a
can't do
girl
that.
if he wants to.
Yeah, it's 2019. He can do whatever he wants to. But,
Got to get those in while you can. It's almost 2020.
Yeah, that's 2020. It's too late. And I'm hoping to play more games so I don't feel like a fucking idiot next time someone
Right?
asks me about awards.
God damn. That was
Like,
eye opening.
I feel like other than me, everyone here should learn from today's experience. And
Well, you get to play a lot of those games on like Game Pass and stuff.
Yeah.
So
We don't
all
do
I have
that.
to do, all I have to do is play Death Stranding and then vote for every other game, and I'm good to go. Just as long as Death Stranding doesn't win. No. So what I really want to try to do is get through Uncharted, because I started that at one point when I was
Man-Rater.
like, I was bedridden for like 2 weeks, and I tried to get through them, and I only beat like 1.5 games. So I would like to be able to play
Halfway
all of them.
there.
No, there's 5 now, isn't there?
Technically.
Well, a thief. What is it called? I can't read
Thieves'
it from
End.
here.
A Thieves' End, yeah.
Yeah, that one came with my PS4, and I haven't even touched it because I'm still at 2. Man Raider, as you call it.
Yeah, I need to go
Yeah.
back to that as well. I've only beat 1 and 2.
Only beat 1. It's good.
It is good. It's really good.
It's good.
My game of
And-
the year is Assassin's Creed Odyssey. What?
Wet.
I don't know.
I also, I guess on the side of Machinima, have been working on that script that I keep saying I'm working on. Hoping to finish it maybe this week. And then gonna recruit to get some recordings of footage, not voices. And also yesterday, or whichever day I think Friday when I did that Let's Play, I actually started recording footage for episode 4 of that show there.
Wow.
I've been working on it, so I can't pronounce the name. So
Revelations.
Irrelevations.
Shins.
Shins.
Irrelevant
And-
shins.
That one, yeah. Yeah, so hopefully it'll come to fruition.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to release episode 3.
Wow.
Sorry.
I'm trying.
Sorry. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Alec,
Yes.
what you got coming up?
Nothing.
Sweet.
All right, Cody. No.
Really? Or is it my
Yeah,
turn?
seriously, nothing.
Oh, wow.
Alec,
okay.
work on episode 2.
I was just
of
making sure.
Life is stupid.
Yeah, I've already done the script, so I don't need to.
Jeez.
Wow.
Well, I got the Extra Life event coming up on the 30th, 24 hours of gaming to raise money for kids in hospital. And it's not going to be just me. It's going to be a bunch of people from Brutal Business, my music label, all coming down and suffering with me for staying up for 24 hours straight. And that's going to be a good time. So hopefully people can donate and tune in and watch, or else, it's going to flop and you're going to let all these kids down and you're going to
Wow.
let them die and it's going to be
Jesus.
your fault. No. Yeah, other than that, I've been trying to want to get around to making another Good Morning Gamer, but news has either been slow and I lost my voice like 2 weeks ago. So it's like, now I got this cough, I'm trying to get rid of it, but I got to make another one of those. I've just been so busy planning this Extra Life event. And yeah, so trying to do more news videos because those seem to actually get people's attention. And that's really about it. Plan to make more videos and doing that Extra Life stream.
Cool.
Stream.
What about you, Sean?
It's been a not very productive week for everybody. I think everybody's still
It's been the sickness.
sick and
It's been
dying, and yeah, it's
one
bad.
Everybody's
Yeah.
been
Fired.
getting down with the sickness.
Yeah, it's kind of my situation too. I've just been trying not to die, and I didn't really get a chance to do a whole lot. I recorded a little bit more lines for Dante's thing, and that's kind of really been all I've been able to do. I didn't make any progress on the machinima or anything, so I might just say like the November Ween is canceled and just
Hollowismus.
Next year's.
Let's just keep pushing it to the next.
Well, what I was thinking is, yeah, we kind of like that content that we had planned that we were working on for that we can save for next Halloween, and then we can just double down on the Christmas stuff and just like make a shit ton of Christmas content. Because I think the time is come and gone. We're 2 months past. So it's like...
What are you talking about? Not even 1 month past.
Well, the beginning of October.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Because like that's when Halloween content should start, so...
Well, unless
And it
you're
didn't.
a superstore chain, then it starts in fucking July.
Yeah, right? Jesus. But yeah, so I think it's probably better if we just kind of focus on that and then maybe do better next year. It's kind of the plan. But yeah, so I want to start working on Christmas stuff as soon as I can and just kind of tuck the other stuff away for now. But yeah, the big thing is still just doing all those lines, recording all those voices, and that's about all I really got going on right now. Just a slow week, but the Christmas
Merry
stuff
Christmas.
has to... Merry Christmas, everybody. But yeah, that's about all. Hopefully I won't die and I can start working on more stuff soon.
Yeah, don't do that.
No, that's no fun.
No. Oh, no.
But yeah, this has been episode 61, everybody. Don't forget to head over to the Game Awards website and vote for not Death Stranding. Vote for...
And if you're an asshole like me, vote for Death Stranding.
No, don't. Vote Resident Evil 2. It needs your help.
Vote for
Pedro.
games that you played that you like.
And if you didn't play any of them, vote for Resident Evil.
Except for Death Stranding. Don't vote for that
Yeah,
if
don't.
you played it.
Yeah, don't do it. While you're browsing the internet to cast your vote, consider going to patreon.com/thewordproductions and putting a few bucks in our stockings or our pants. It's totally up to you.
Wow.
No judgment.
What are we, strippers?
We're Santa Hose.
That's what Jazzmaster Settlers keeps
Yeah.
trying to do.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody, and we'll see you next week.
Boy.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh.